first off, how did this get started? Where did this idea come from? Because this is spectacular. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street Murfreesboro. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks for joining us. Coming up, we're taking a look back at Scarecrows Downtown, just in case you missed it. A number of awesome scarecrows were along the square the past couple of weeks. We'll take a look at those scarecrows as well as share with you the first, second, and third place winners. We'll also highlight Main Street Murfreesboro. Main Street Murfreesboro is what is behind Scarecrows Downtown, as well as a number of other events and things in the Murfreesboro area. So we'll have that coming up for you in a few minutes. Also today, we have our third Streetwise segment with Devon O'Day, talking about ways for you to stay safe as a driver, as well as when you're a pedestrian walking around on the beautiful walkways and sidewalks in a number of busy communities. And then this morning, our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, shares with us a drive where you can take in all the beautiful fall colors. We'll also have our Sports Minute with Monte Hale. That and more after this.
Smiles. These are the healthy smiles of real Delta Dental members. Folks with access to the nation's largest network of dentists and low-deductible plans with 100% preventive care coverage, all backed by over 65 years of expertise. Go online or give us a call to learn about affordable individual plans that meet your needs. 1-855-844-0445.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
The first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But you know, we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. You know, absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
Don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. How do you make sure that your community know that they are welcome to get involved in fun activities? You create a fun activity for them to do, and Murfreesboro has done that with Scarecrows Downtown. If you've been along the square, you may have noticed the scarecrows the past couple of weeks. To tell us more about this, we have the Executive Director of Main Street Murfreesboro, Sarah Callender. Sarah, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you for highlighting us.
I'm so excited about this. This is the fourth year for this. You have 26 scarecrows this time around. Has it grown over the past 4 years? Like, how many did you start with?
Oh, probably 20. So it's grown a little bit, and it's changed. You know, like some people will do it again, and then some people are like, I'm not going to do it this year, and we'll get new people. So,
How fun. Where did this idea come from?
Other Main Street programs do this in Tennessee. So I actually copied it from Ripley, Tennessee, over in West Tennessee. They do it, and so I was like, how do you do it? And so I've just copied the application process, and the Main Street program is across the nation, so we do a lot of the same ideas.
Let's touch a little bit on the Main Street program and what this brings to communities such as Murfreesboro.
Yeah, so Main Street Murfreesboro is all about preservation of the historic downtown. So we do that by promoting coming downtown and community. So we want to create events that make people feel like they can come and walk around the historic square. And then when they're doing that, they notice what small businesses are downtown. And that's our ultimate goal, is to support the small business owner who has chosen to locate in the historic downtown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you've been in this position for 4 years now. When you first came into this, did you kind of have an idea of how you wanted to navigate, the future with this role and to continue to bring this community together?
That's a great question. The National Main Street program before COVID was really heavily promoting events. And so Main Street directors spent most of their time putting on these elaborate events to bring people downtown. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And when COVID hit, we really realized how hard it is for a small business owner. And so the whole national program pivoted. And so we focus on more of, what does the small business owner need? Does a big event help them? Or does it hurt them in some way, by shutting down streets and having large events where people are mostly in the streets and not coming into their stores. So part of the Scarecrow is something where people are walking around. They can do it on their own time. It doesn't hurt any of the business owners. It actually promotes them, because if you want to go to your favorite Scarecrow that you saw on Facebook, then you go to that particular business where it's located. So that's been my goal, is to try to highlight the small business owners.
That is something I don't think I've ever given too much thought to. You think of an event, big or small, they're going to get that traffic, but that's not necessarily the case. That is really interesting. For the Main Street on the national scale, how can other communities be in that position to be a part of that program?
Yes, so you can look up and see if you have a Main Street program. Most of the cities around us all have a Main Street program.
Nice to hear.
You probably don't know that the events that are happening in your historic downtown are put on by the Main Street program. A lot of people think it's the city. Some Main Street programs are attached to the Chamber of Commerce or the city planning department, but most of them are independent 501c3 organizations. And if you don't have a Main Street program and you're interested in it, they have something that's a downtown program that doesn't cost the city anything. You don't have to have a full-time executive director. And there's even money that the national program will give you to kickstart it. So look and see if you have a Main Street program. If you don't, talk to your city about doing that.
Something to consider. Sarah, thank you so much for that information. Is there anything else that's happening here that we should know about?
This Friday is our holiday sip, shop, and stroll. So we're going to have carriage rides downtown. All the businesses are going to be open from 5 to 8 p.m. with special drinks and treats to eat and holiday specials. So we'll switch really fast from Halloween to Christmas. But November 3rd, make sure you come to downtown Murfreesboro and shop.
Thank you for that. Sarah Callender, Executive Director for Main Street Murfreesboro. We appreciate your time and information. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family, because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
At Implant and General Dentistry, we're proud to offer dental care you can trust. Our team, led by Dr. Andrew Flips, is dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality of care. We offer comprehensive dental exams, cleanings, whitening, and more. With our compassionate and experienced team, you'll be able to smile with confidence. Come experience the difference for yourself. Call us today to schedule an appointment or visit our website to learn more.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back to Streetwise. The Tennessee Department of Highway Safety and Kim Van Atta. It's your goal to keep people safe on our roads, whether they're walking, riding, or just hanging out. Exactly. You want people to be safe on our roads. I want to know, because now there are all sorts of beeps and whistles and things that if you are a pedestrian in this city, we've really upped the game. There's a little button that you push that can tell you and that can signal to the traffic lights and everything. We as walkers here, and we want to cross the street, right? Well, tell us a little bit about what you've installed and what's around for pedestrians in downtown Nashville.
We, as the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, didn't install anything, but the Department of Transportation, they install. And it's not a gadget, but it's not on all poles. But you get to an intersection, and again, we're so impatient, and it seems like the light is never going to change. There are on some poles, it's a round button. It has an arrow facing the direction you want to go. You hit that arrow, the light will change. But it's not everywhere yet, but it's a start. We have that as a start. So the lights and people, again, I'm talking about Department of Transportation, they're the ones that are installing. We have more crosswalks now. So the crosswalks, again, motorists are supposed to, anytime a pedestrian's in a crosswalk, should stop for the pedestrian. But I said should. That doesn't mean they're going to, because it's not drilled into their head. They don't, for some reason, it doesn't connect that if I hit this person could die. And it's not going to connect until it happens, probably.
Okay, before we move on, I heard this statistic and it was startling. Every 71 minutes, there's a pedestrian encounter, accident, issue.
And that's probably, no, I don't know, it's not probably, it is underreported, because if something happens or nothing serious happens, they often don't report it. But it's I'm sure more.
Every 71, I think just a little over every hour, there's something happens somewhere in our state when involving a pedestrian. So watching that, and what is the thing that we hear when we hear the whistles and the clicks? I know it's for the sight impaired. Is that in the crosswalks? Hearing impaired.
But you're also trying to announce to the world, the motoring public, the bicycling public, the pedestrian, that, hey, look, I'm here, I'm a pedestrian, and I'm very vulnerable. So please pay attention to me so I can cross the street.
Yeah. So, all the clicks and the whistles and the things like that, they mean something to everybody. And so whether it's lights changing, and then they have what are the three signals? There's the hand up, which means don't walk. There's the walking man, which means to walk. And then there's one in between there.
The blinking one.
The blinking one to say, get ready.
Well, yes, that says get ready, but that's another thing people don't understand. Once I have that the walking man, I can walk across, but if I get in the middle of the road and that blinking comes on, you don't need to stop. You need to continue to the other side of the road.
And do it with
quickly.
haste. With haste, yes, because not everybody is watching you.
No.
And if you're going to go downtown at any time, I know everybody likes to wear black because it's slimming, case in point. But you wear something at night, just remember that nobody can see you. You're wearing all black. You're walking across. Maybe it's not that well lit in that area, and you're crossing a street. A car can't see you.
I can make it even easier for you. I don't know anyone that doesn't have a cell phone in their hands at some point. You can use the light on your cell phone. If you turn that light on, then people can see you when you're crossing the street. So you don't have to problem with your fashion. Just turn the light on your cell phone on.
Oh, how brilliant is that? So simple as what, you have a light. It's in your hand. Or someone in your group has got one.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
everybody's cell phone did not die all at the same time, there is a light. And oh my gosh, that's incredible. Well, you've given us such great information today. Kim, thank you so much. And we want to encourage people to keep up with the new laws and new things that are coming up at the Tennessee Department of Safety. And it's
TNTrafficsafety.org.
TNTrafficsafety.org. TNTrafficsafety.org. Like me, I repeat it 3 times. That's why I won't forget it. And it's really important to keep up with those laws and to know and tell your kids, right?
Absolutely. But you can tell your kids, but you have to show your kids too. We think our kids aren't listening. They're listening a lot more to what we do than what we say.
Yeah. Kids don't always do what we say, but they almost always repeat what we do. Well, that's a wrap. This is Tennessee Safety, Streetwise, all from the Tennessee Department of Safety, and thank you for what you do. We want to see no fatalities with pedestrians. No, that's our number. Zero.
Vision zero.
Vision zero. Oh, I like that. Is that the?
I wish I'd made that up. I didn't, but we truly are Vision Zero.
Vision zero.
I'm not going to take credit for that. Vision zero. Pedestrians, drivers, motorists, bicyclists, just Vision Zero. And these are crashes. They're not accidents. They're crashes. They're preventable crashes. It just takes a little forethought and paying attention.
Well, we've learned so much today thanks to you. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you very much for having me here, because I think I want to be an advocate and I want this to really resonate with people, that this is important.
Well, we want this to resonate with you, and we want you guys to take down that website and to talk about it, share this program on your social media, and every little bit helps, because once that information gets out there, it starts getting into the minds of people, and then Vision Zero becomes a reality. Thank you guys so much for watching Streetwise.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
At Area 51 Tech Solutions, our team specializes in servicing and repairing major brands of electronics, including computers, tablets, cell phones, HD TVs, and gaming consoles.
Area 51 has been our go-to place for all our tech repair needs for years. You name it, they can fix it. Trust the kid who broke it. Give them a call today at 615-379-8113.
This Christmas, Give a Little Nashville needs your help to bring joy to children in need. We'll be hosting toy drives during the holiday season, so please donate toys for kids of all ages. On December 3rd, join us for our Cocktails with Santa red carpet event, where you can mingle with other supporters and enjoy festive drinks and food. Together, we can make a difference in our community this holiday season. Visit givealittle.nashville.com or find us on Facebook to learn more and register today.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. If you would like to see fall in all of its beauty, there is a drive that you can take that is really close to all of us. And let me tell you, the person to tell us all about it is our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson. Tom, always great to have you, and I cannot wait to hear about this particular drive.
Oh, any outing on the Natchez Trace Parkway is fun no matter what time of year. It's really pretty right now.
I can only imagine. So how long is the drive?
If you really wanted to, you could hop on at Pasquo, which is at Highway 100, Fairview area, and roll on for 444 miles to get all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi.
No
So,
kidding.
yes, but to have fun on a autumn drive here in Middle Tennessee, the first 50 miles of the Parkway, starting at the northern end, is just full of pretty scenes and several really nice places to stop and do stuff. Hey, right after you start your drive, just 9 miles down the Parkway is one of the prettiest things you'll ever see. It is a double arch bridge over Highway 96, 1,500 feet long, beautiful structure. You can get a good view of it from above, but loop off the Parkway, go down to the bottom of the valley and look back up at the bridge.
What are some of the things that we can do along the way then? Because again, I love seeing that fall foliage, in its beauty, but sometimes it's nice to get out and explore.
Well, one of the neat things, everybody knows the term Natchez Trace Parkway. There is also a Natchez Trace Scenic Trail. It does not go 444 miles. There are about 60 miles of trail in different places along the Parkway. And one of them is up in this early stretch at the northern end. And there's a place right at Garrison's Creek. It's marked plain as day. That's the start of a 20-mile portion of that walking trail. But get out and walk for 10, 15 minutes, turn around, go back to your car, and then start driving back down the Parkway again. It's pretty country.
I can only imagine. And you note in your article that there's 10,000 years of history on the stretch that we get to drive. Can you dive into that a little bit more?
Very easily. This was a wildlife trail to begin with. Deer and buffalo migrated on this, or used it. I don't know whether migrate is the right word or not, but this was a trail that wildlife initially tracked, and then the Native Americans used it. Westward moving pioneers used it. The real cool thing of Middle Tennessee history is that farmers would build up their trade goods, put them on flatboats, float down the Cumberland, down the Ohio, down the Mississippi, all the way to New Orleans to trade. And then their boats were wood. They were used for construction down there, and they walked home. So they walked back up the Natchez Trace to Middle Tennessee and points beyond in the region. And it's just amazing that was one of the major uses for it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Can't wait to make that drive. Is there anything else about the Natchez Trace Parkway that we need to know?
Well, again, there are just so many opportunities to do things. Toward the end of this 50-mile drive that I'm talking about, there's a Tennessee State Natural Area called the Devil's Backbone, and it offers a 3-mile loop trail. And halfway through it is a very pretty waterfall. There's not much water there right now because of the drought we're in, so to speak. But after a rain, it's an especially pretty waterfall there. But I just think it's fun to go out and do something, and the next time you're at a party, saying, "Oh yeah, I was out the other day and I hiked the Devil's Backbone."
I would love this.
Gives you something to talk about.
I think that's a great conversation starter right there. And then how easy is it to get back to the Nashville area?
Oh, it is one of the stops on the Natchez Trace Parkway. It's nicely marked, easy to find. So just take a break, take a walk.
I love it. I'm thinking that this is what I can picture is people kind of packing things up, taking some snacks, their hiking boots and tennis shoes, and just making a day of that.
One last thing. If you do the 50 miles that I'm talking about, you can turn around, drive back up north to the end of the parkway, and you're right within a mile, or less than a mile, from one of Tennessee's most famous restaurants. That's the Loveless Cafe.
Yes. I was going to say, pick me. Oh my gosh, yes.
And so you can reward yourself for all the strenuous hiking you've done with a meal at the Loveless.
Couldn't think of a better way. Oh my gosh, Tom, thank you so much for all of that. We appreciate it.
Glad to talk about being out in Tennessee. You keep traveling.
Of course we will. Again, you can find all of Tom Adkinson's article at our website, mainstreetmediatn.com. Just look for Tennessee Traveler. Stick right here in Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up after this.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Beginning January 1, Delta Dental of Tennessee is introducing enhanced benefits for persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
It'll include extra cleaning times for people with special needs, extra time for exams. More importantly, we will create a training program that any dentist office in the state can go online and pick that up.
At Delta Dental, we believe that the quality of oral health care should be accessible and inclusive for all.
Derryberry's Heat and Air has been proudly serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 35 years. We have been voted Sumner County's best heat and air company for the past 8 years. For outstanding service, call Derryberry's at 615-452-8121.
Hello, I'm Monte Hale, sports editor of the Murfreesboro Post. Last week, we talked about the Battle of the Borough, and it was a battle. Riverdale, been 12 years since they beat Oakland. That streak's over. Oakland's streak of winning region championships is over. Their 60-game home winning streak is over. A lot of things over there. It was 25-24. Oakland led 17-0 at the half. And while Riverdale did have a late touchdown and 2-point conversion try, the key to the game was probably coming out of halftime. Down 17 to Oakland, you got to make things happen, and Riverdale did. They drove 80 yards, cut it to 17-7, and then we had a ball game. And then it was Oakland went down and scored, went up 24-17. Riverdale answered, going 80 yards in a little over a minute. Decided to go for two. Coach Will Kreisky said, let's go for it. The pass was tipped, but the 2-point conversion was caught, and it was celebration time for Riverdale. So, Riverdale, the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Oakland, a number 2 seed, will still be at home, probably for at least 1 week, maybe 2, who knows. And then these teams could do it again. So while Riverdale has bragging rights, and they should, there was no question about their talent going into this game. But if they meet again, who knows what's going to happen. But first things first, both those teams need to win their playoff games beginning this Friday and the next Friday, and then they can worry about it. I know neither one of them are thinking about matchups right now. They're thinking about advancing in the playoffs. It's people like me and you are pointing ahead to the future, putting the cart before the horse, as they say. But it's certainly, I would say, a 85 to 95% chance that will happen. So hopefully it will. The round 1 was great. Round 2 could be even better. I'm Monte Hale, sports editor of the Murfreesboro Post.